Welcome back, golfers, and today I have Mark and Kev with me, and we are going to get ourselves out on the golf course, and I'm going to take these guys through some on-course scenarios. They're going to play golf. I'm going to work on some course management, shot selection, and give you guys some tips at home as well to be able to pick up on how you might think differently about some things. So, Mark, tell me a little bit more about your game, mate, handicap, and what's going on right now, so we've kind of got a bit of background.
So I play off 9, been playing for about nearly 20 years. I'd say the strengths of my game are that I can hit the ball relatively straight, not too long. I've also got a pretty decent short game, but the thing that I really struggle with is bunker shots. I'm hoping today we can maybe work on a bit of that. I think also sometimes shot selection, I tend to pick the wrong club, thinking I can play a shot that I can't. So kind of going for that would be good for me.
So looking at some of that relative to decisions you get yourself in, and let's just hope we roll a few into a couple of bunkers today. We can do it anyway, right? We can put some balls in there and have a little look. Okay, cool. You were pleased to know we're actually starting on the Duchess today, so you hit it straight, so that's a good start. We'll find out in a minute, won't we?
Yeah.
But Kev, tell us a bit more, mate.
Hi, my name's Kev, play off 12. Been playing golf for about 15 years, on and off, with a few injuries, so I've come back after a little while. My strengths of my game and I tend to hit the ball quite nicely off the tee, mainly with a 3-wood. I'd like to have a little work on the driver, see how we get on with that. And short game around the green, just making the right selections of what shots to hit around the green and when to hit them and where to land the ball and trying to get the run out of the ball.
Land areas, carries,
yeah.
Brilliant. So, okay, cool. So some pretty cool shot selection stuff that we can start to get out of today already, looking at those scenarios. And this is something that I come across so much when spending time on the golf course with people. Not necessarily picking bad shots, but like just the wrong shot for that scenario. Yeah. You both have thrown yourself a little bit under the bus though, said you're really straight off the tee. And we're going on the tightest golf course in England, I think. So we're about to find out, aren't we? Or you're going to be really good at chipping out sideways. We'll find out. Right, guys, we're just going to start off. We're just going to get warmed up. Let's get loose. Let's just kind of get yourselves ready. I'm probably going to just ask a few more questions as we start to go around and just watch you guys hit some balls. But let's get ourselves going. All right. What shot shape do you typically hit, mate? Have you got like you said obviously relatively distance-wise not
It's
long,
more
but
of a tiny little draw to straight.
Yep.
With the shorter clubs, and as I go up into the driver 3-wood, tends to kind of be a bit of a cut to a slight slice.
Okay, does it start left or does it start quite straight and then drift off to the right?
I would say it usually starts left and then drifts off to the right.
Okay.
There is a tendency of it going straight and then left.
Yeah, of course, it can miss that direction as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you tend to, on the golf course, do anything from an aiming point of view or anything like that to counteract that as you go through?
So if I'm on the range, for instance, and I am hitting it right, I will tend to start my aim line to the left so I can just bring it back into the middle.
Brilliant.
Rather than try to mess around with it on the course.
Cool. Yeah, no, of course, perfect. That'll be some good stuff to start to see here, and then on the golf course how we can hopefully, if it starts to creep in, what it is that's actually going on. Because you've obviously got a right miss that can come from swing path, and you've got a right miss that can come from club face. So we can start to hopefully see that pattern out there and give you an indication of, well, actually it's more of this, and then you can do whatever you need to do. Okay. Bit like that, yeah. It starts left and it's pulled. Yeah, it's not curving too much. It drifts, but okay. But it starts quite hard left quite quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Right on cue.
All right. A few more, buddy. 6 iron, yeah. Okay. Yep.
Straight.
Nice. Yeah, it's definitely that tendency of slight left start, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, fine, good. I'm not looking for you to change anything or do anything here. It's just, this is more for me to gain understanding so I can see what happens here. Then obviously how you then set yourself up on a golf course to start to shift it, all right? So just keep working your way through your bag, mate, as you would do. Keep loosening up, and then we'll get going shortly. How's things been? So obviously I saw you, what, a couple of weeks ago now?
Yeah,
A couple of weeks ago,
couple
we had
of
a
weeks
little,
ago,
little check-in
yeah.
a couple of weeks ago. How's
It's getting there.
game
It's
been?
obviously it's a learning curve, isn't it?
Yeah,
So trying to get from my old bent over posture to the more upright with a straighter back. Slowly getting there, and obviously trying to get used to the hip turn.
Yeah.
So it's probably will creep back to the old wing, but then it takes time.
Of course.
But once I sort of over the ball and I'm focusing on what I'm doing, I tend to hit the ball better.
Good. And what you'll find is like, and this is an important message from anyone really, is like you're going to be working on something. You do all that here on the driving range. You take your time, do your drills, do your structure, whatever it is you need to do. On the golf course, we go and play because we're just hitting so many different shots, different clubs, different lies, all that sort of stuff. But trust the work that you do here will start to actually then make that gets closer to what you're going to experience on the golf course. But we're not like trying to force it too much out there. There will be all of a sudden be this translation of where it will start to match together. But for example, we've done a lot of work on your posture, so things like that you can start to be a bit more strict with that on the golf course, because that's a relatively easy thing to do in terms of your setup, right? And also we've made a bit of a change to your ball flight, haven't we? Because it was more left to right, a bit weak, a bit cutty. Now starting to move the ball stronger, more right to left, right? So there's obviously going to be a little bit of a adaptation into that, but you're still seeing that shape still being a bit more perfect.
And obviously with the ball flight being a bit more right to left, I'm going to gain more distance now.
I think you will do relative to how you were hitting it, for sure.
So it's judging distances from where I am in certain scenarios, distances from the fairway to the green.
Yeah.
Because obviously if you've got a slight weak cut, you're going to lose X amount of.
Cool.
But
good problems, right?
Very good problems. Good problems to have. Yeah.
Good.
100%.
Okay, whack a few away. Nice. That's the bad one, yeah? So it just sort of a little bit, so more contact that one there, wasn't it? So you get a little bit ground first and it just sort of like overdraws on you, yeah? Okay.
That's right.
Nice. Right, here we are. So slight course change. We're on the Dukes now rather than Duchess. I know I said we we're going to be on the Duchess today. I saw these guys warm up and I thought I can't put them on the Duchess, but joking. So we're going to go, like I say, on the Dukes golf course here at Woburn Golf Club. These guys are going to play some golf. We're going to run through some scenarios, see what's what, and see if we can help you guys score. Right. So who's up first?
Me.
Let's do it. Right. So we got par 5 here, 489. First hole here on the Dukes. Only thing to be aware of, and I'm going to point it out, but is the huge out of bounds fest on the left.
Yep.
But so your shot shape typically a little bit left to right, isn't it, with the woods, right?
Left, right with the longer clubs. So because I was hitting the driver a bit of a slight, I'm going to go with the free wood just to try and get it in play. So it's par 5, make it a bit easy for myself.
Yep.
And hopefully hit the fairway.
Cool. Well, what I'll do here, look, this is something that's really important, right? So the only place you really can't hit it here, right, is going to be the out of bounds, right? And as you see, as we look down the fairway, there's actually quite a lot of room to the right-hand side, okay? So I would not be trying to start this too far left for you with your shot shape, right? I'd be looking at starting this middle of the fairway to those green side bunkers on the right-hand side.
Yep.
If you hit a good shot, obviously it's going to be perfect. If it drifts to that right-hand side, it's safe down there, right? We've got par 5, we've got another shot up, we can go from there, all right? So we don't need to get too cute with trying to find fairways all the time. As you've got to look at some of the holes sometimes and match it to your shot shape, right? Cool. And out there on the right-hand side is safe as houses. We're finding that again. Lovely. All right, let's do it, man.
Go for them bunkers. Yeah,
those green side bunkers on the right-hand side over there. That's your best aim. Like I say, if you hit a lovely golf shot, they're going to be perfect. If it drifts off to the right-hand side,
we're safe.
Sound.
Okay. All right then.
Nice. Nice. That's it. Sometimes a good golf shot is not necessarily ripped down the middle.
Yeah.
It's actually missing it in the right place sometimes. Yeah, 100%. Right.
Great.
There we go. So you actually move the ball the opposite way, right, Kev?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to, there's a mound, I can just see the mound on the right hand side, so I'm going to try and start it on there and sort of see if
The one just right at the green?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
see if I can bring it round.
Yeah, so I'd have a very similar start line to you, if not anything slightly further right. Again, if it stays out there, it's fine.
Yeah.
And hopefully this isn't going to curve too much and towards the out of bounds, right?
Yeah.
But you're just starting this right enough that it's going to be safe out there.
Definitely.
All right, I like that line. Good.
Okay, lovely.
Lovely. How good's that? They are perfect. That's down tiger line, that. Love that. But you factor in your shot, right?
Yeah.
Aim accordingly. Know what your ball does.
Yeah.
Get much more
Got a
leeway.
better draw than I wanted.
Yeah, but you're factoring it, right? If you start that too straight and it does that,
Yeah, then
you can't hit it there.
no.
Good stuff. Right, let's do it. How far we got?
225.
225, yeah?
Yeah.
What's your initial thoughts?
So normally on a par 5, I wouldn't tend to go for it, especially the first hole. Just want to sort of get into it. So I'd probably happy to like a 6 or a 7 iron down there, and then wedge it on.
Okay.
So safer play, because if I do go slightly left or right, I've obviously got bunkers and so forth in front of me.
Agreed.
So I'm quite happy to hit a 7 iron and just hit one about 150, 160 down there.
Okay, have you worked out the distance to those bunkers? Because that'll be the other thing,
I did
right?
the pin, yeah.
Making sure that you're actually laying up to a sensible spot.
Yeah.
But on that, I'm going to bring that back a little bit, because I would say treat each scenario a little bit differently, right?
Yeah.
So I'd say here, 225 into a par 5, that actually really we've not got that much trouble in front of us,
Okay.
right? Those two bunkers are a good 80 or so yards short of the green.
Yeah.
So you've got plenty of room to carry it over over those, right? And then in that green side bunker is obviously not going to be the end of the
End of
the world. Yeah,
Okay.
I think golfers can go too far down the safe route
Yep.
and then never give themselves enough chance of birdies.
Okay.
Right, especially when you've got the ability of your handicap and your ball striking to be able to get pretty close to this, right, or even there. With not much in front of us. Now, if that was all water in front, probably a different scenario.
Okay.
Right, we can look at it a bit different. But
Yeah.
I'd want to see a little bit more of an aggressive play
All right,
here, right?
okay.
Because again, par 5, if you miss hit it slightly,
Yep.
fine.
Yeah.
You've got another shot to get there in 3, right?
Yeah.
But start to give yourself a chance of
Right.
like wanting to make 4s.
Okay.
Because again, if you're always having to hit wedges and 9 irons into
Yeah.
par 5s,
Yeah.
you're still running the risk of missing the green there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So what would you hit 225? What number?
5
club?
wood.
That's fine. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
A 5.
Lie's good.
Yeah. It's not too bad, is
Lie's
it?
good. Yeah, there's no issue there with the lie.
I've got slight wind
Wind's off the
off the
left.
left.
That's
isn't
fine.
it?
So it kind of counteracts your shot shape a little
Yeah.
bit, but just down into the centre, aim sort of middle of the greenish. Don't need to get too cute with any alignment there, but let's give this a go.
Okay. Oh, come off that.
Yes, okay. Go on, go over it. Yeah, fine. Just up short of that greenside trap.
Yeah.
So wasn't the best strike,
No.
right? But it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I think, yeah, you've still got now a nice shot into
Yeah,
into
into
the
the
green
green.
for free.
Okay.
For 3, not free.
Yeah.
So when you can get there, give yourself a bit more of a chance to try and
Okay.
make some 4.
Okay.
Right,
I will do.
good stuff.
No worries.
Right, what's your thoughts here, mate?
Right, it's downhill lie.
Yep.
And I've obviously got this stuff which is slippery.
Yep.
So I've had these shots in the past and I don't know whether I should do that and lean into the slope or lean back.
Okay.
So
Think about it going with the slope.
with the slope.
Correct. And there's other things we can do here in terms of being able to ensure strikes. We can move the ball position a little bit further back.
Okay.
In this sort of debris as well, we can use flatter face clubs, which are going to help
Yep.
ensure a better strike. The more loft, the more gap between the face and the ball,
Okay.
so we can get more stuff caught.
Yep.
So to get strike, we can start to flatten that face off.
Right.
Because all we're looking to do here is get you back into play,
Yeah.
right? We've got a pretty clear run into here, but we've
Yeah.
got to make sure we're getting a better strike. But always think of it as you're going with the slope.
With the slope.
Yeah, always with, never against. Okay, because we've got to now let this club follow the slope for pure
Yep.
contact. So,
So I
probably-
was gonna say I lasered them 2 big trees. They're
Yep.
like 270. On my watch, I've got 236 to the flag, so I'm thinking split the difference.
what's
Maybe
those bunkers on the watch?
the bunkers are 166 to carry, 150.
Okay.
So front
I'd just
154.
be hitting up towards those.
So like an 8 iron or a 7 iron or something, just to.
Little 7 iron, just chip it up towards those bunkers at 150.
Yep.
And that'll leave you a really nice, easy 80, 90 yard shot into the.
Cool. So
into
what
the
I do if
green.
I aim at those trees? 'Cause
Those
that's
trees
left
are the
of-
line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Those trees are the line. We're just looking at chipping one back out into play.
Okay.
Up
right.
top there.
So go with the slope.
Yeah, you want because you want to give yourself a chance of making 5 here, right? Try not to bring
Yeah.
6 into play. And the way you do that, I think, is you just get this back into play, then
Okay.
you've got a wedge shot.
Would you say grip down a bit on the club,
You
maybe?
don't have to, but you
No?
could do if you felt more comfortable.
Okay,
I don't think it's a
I'll
necessity.
probably do that.
I'd move the ball back a little bit.
And then just try and, I suppose,
Yeah.
cover the ball. as
Yeah,
I'm
just
going.
play like just like a long
Just a
chip
normal
shot, bud.
shot.
Yeah, make
Okay.
sure your weight stays forward. Okay, so you've got to get the club moving down the slope, so keep
Yeah.
your weight forward to make sure that happens.
Okay. Okay.
It's all right, slightly miss it, but
I mean, it's out.
out at a different point, we're all right.
Yeah. I think my foot slipped a smidge there.
Fine, mate. Fine. Look, we've got away with it. And this, look, you've hit a bad goal shot there. I'm not
Yeah.
going to, but when you sort of start to make better decisions, you actually get away with a lot more.
Right.
So if you'd have tried to hit that at 200, 220,
Yeah.
230, the club you're choosing, the miss strike all of a sudden becomes larger, right? But the intention was right.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite get it, but we've got away with it back
Yeah,
into
I'm safe,
play,
I
right?
guess.
Fine.
Cool. Right.
Okay, mate. 163.
Yeah. 163.
What sort of that is yours? Winds more off the left, not really into us or anything. What's the
It's kind of
decision there?
between a 7 and a 6 iron for me.
7 iron carry distance?
About 150.
Okay, so yeah, it's probably I
155.
think it's probably one more, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Probably one more because you're going to be quite short front edge on that.
Yeah.
So I'd be going nice 6, mate. I'll take that. Take
Cool.
that for you. Pins back right. I would take that out slightly.
Just
I
go
think.
centre.
Yeah, centre of the green because
Yeah.
even if it's slightly left, is a better miss than the trap there.
Cool.
Okay. So middle of the green, bud. Nice easy 6.
I'll find it. Okay.
Okay, it's all right. Just lift it off the right, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Fine. Oh, yeah, cheers, mate. Okay. There we are. So not a bad result, right?
No,
Between
it's
two
okay.
traps.
Yep.
Give it a go. Right, so what are we thinking here? I mean, we're kind of forced into a scenario, but
We are, yeah. I mean, I can't go too high because I don't want to clip the branches.
correct.
So I was going to take like a little 52, try and keep it underneath. I'm not going to be too cute and try and go for the pin. I'm happy if it goes beyond the pin,
Yep.
as long as I get it onto the green and try not to be, you know, like I say, just trying to get it too close. I'd rather be on the green and give myself a chance of a 2-putt.
Yeah, agreed with that.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that. I still think you probably need a little more loft to be able to stop it from the green quick enough.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Now, all I'd do here from an alignment point of view, I'd just move slightly, not like I said, not at the pin, but
Yeah.
almost like 10 feet left.
Yep.
So then we've got a bit of a bigger gap to hit
Okay.
through.
Yes.
Does that make
That's-
sense?
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
So what other lofts have you got in your bag?
I've got 56.
56 is fine. There's plenty of loft. You don't need any
Yeah.
more loft than that. And you don't have to do anything special with
No.
it to try and send it up in the
Yeah.
air. You just need to play a normal mid kind of pitch shot, right?
Okay.
And then it gives you the freedom to be a bit more aggressive because then
Yeah.
you can fly it a bit further and it's going to stop a little bit quicker. 52 has to almost land closer,
Yeah.
and then you probably haven't got enough green to work with to stop it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. That's fine.
56, do
Yep.
it.
Lovely.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Overhit it a fraction,
Yep.
but right club, stopped a little bit quicker.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a good result there.
Yeah.
All right, it wasn't quite what you want in terms of strike, but
No,
right club choice, held a green.
Yeah.
We're good. All right, we've got a birdie chance.
definitely.
Good stuff. Right, welcome to Woburn, mate.
Yep.
Okay, we're not too bad. We've got a little gap here, haven't we?
I've also got quite a good lie. I can get to the back of the ball there. I feel I can anyway.
Yeah. What loft have you got?
Well, I'm going to go for a gap width. I've got a bit of a tree branch hanging over there.
Brilliant.
And I don't want to go for anything with too much loft, but I think too little loft will just race through.
Love that. Okay, we can kind of start to use the bank here a little bit and just start to stun it a touch. Like I say, just play like a little chip and run style shot. Get that landing in that upslope, and it will just kind of release onto the green. I'd be just going a little bit left of the flag here, just not bring that tree stump into play, right?
Get that way out of the way.
A little left, give yourself a chance for a putt, dude.
Yep.
But I like that, I really like the club approach. Yeah, you go, mate.
That's not come out too bad.
That's all right. Just missed the slope, didn't it? So it's just carried on a bit.
Popped out a smidge.
Further, but we've got a putt, mate.
Okay.
We've got a putt, well done. Putter.
Putter. Yeah, I haven't got a lot to go through. There's only a small amount of thicker stuff, and then it obviously the fringe, then it goes onto the green.
Agreed.
So
yeah, I totally agree there.
Yeah.
Totally agree. I think it's going to be easier for you to control the speed.
Yeah. Get the ball rolling.
Yeah, it's
quicker.
all downhill. So no, I really like that approach.
Okay.
Really like that approach. All about speed here.
Yep.
Try and get this as close as we can. Hell of a putt that, by the way. Hit it, hit it. Oh, hell of an effort. Referee. Well done.
Lovely.
That's a good putt, that. Yeah, mum. Yeah, a little short. Okay. Are we? Is everyone out? Everyone in? Out? Out. Love it. I can't get used to the in. I'm old school. Can't get used to it.
I know. Then thing is, it makes the hole look smaller as well.
If you hit the flagstick, pop out.
Loggy. Take it away. You good. If I just get you guys back over it, just Kev, pop it back over here. Actually, just a question to the group. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But question actually, and I think this is going to be a really good one for everyone watching this as well. So just missed two relatively shortish putts, right? Both of those were about 6-7 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. What would be your expectations on 6-7 foot putts out of interest?
The holding maybe 3 out of 10 for me.
Okay, good.
Yeah, probably about 4 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That would be your expectations or what you see? You'd expect.
Yeah.
Cool, brilliant. Because I think that right there is super important in how the rest of the round starts to shape up and what you guys end up doing, right? Or everyone ends up doing. Because, you know, for example, from 8 feet, the average make percentage on tour is 50%. Okay, so it's not that much, right? But I see too many golfers miss that putt on the first hole, and how the way they then walk to the second tee and approach the second shot, they are in a spiral already. Okay, so it's great if you kind of got that expectation already, a little bit more managed. You can still walk to the next hole feeling a bit, okay, well, I wasn't meant to hold that. That was still a tough putt. No problem. We'll go again. It's super, super important. I think it's good you guys have got that leveled out a little bit, because I think so. The answers I've had from that before is like 90%. You sort of think, yeah, okay. Let's cap that a little bit. What have you got to the dog leg roughly, the corner?
So the dog leg is about 220, 210, yeah, 215 maybe.
Perfect. So that would be the shot here, right?
Yeah.
So dog leg down to the left. Again, plenty of room on this right hand side.
Yep.
We're better off being at sort of 200 to 220 from here and then giving yourself a shot back down.
Yeah.
Anything long on that line all of a sudden now you're through into the trees the other side.
Yeah.
So it's not always about necessarily pumping it up as much as you can,
Yeah.
okay? So I'd be setting yourself up very similar to what we did on the first, like relatively neutral in terms of your line, knowing that if it drifts to the right-hand side,
we can be
good.
safe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good. And we're taking a club that's far enough back that we can still get to the surface,
Yeah.
right?
Cool.
Good stuff.
Okay. Start on the right side of the box as well. Okay.
Just going to pull this up very quickly. So you've gone right side of the box, more for visuals, right?
Yeah, also because I've gone left to right, it gives me a little bit more. 'Cause if I start left this side,
Yeah.
there's a possibility that I could hit that tree.
Okay.
Is in my head. That's what I.
Yep. I don't disagree, although so I would look at the lie of the land you're standing on here.
It is a bit downhill.
Yeah.
I did think that.
And that's going to make the ball go.
Even further left.
Correct.
Right, sorry.
So you've
if I
got a couple of
re-tee
options, either a little bit more central,
Yep.
or use your 2 club head,
and come back a bit.
yeah, and just come back onto the flat
So
part,
we'll do
depending on
that
where
then.
you'll visually see. I just looked where you're going to stand there,
We'll do that then.
and I think that was going to be ball below feet territory.
Yeah, let's go here because I can go this side. Okay. Right, let's try and go off. Oh,
Ah, little woven members bounce, I like it. Sometimes you've got to be lucky rather than good, mate.
yeah,
Pulled it a little bit, got a little bit lucky in the trees.
yeah.
Take the luck where you can. Not what you wanted,
No.
but sometimes you gotta ride that.
We do. Yeah.
Good. Really good. I also can't remember whether it's one club length or 2. Someone please remind me, put in the comments and let me know what that is. And I've gone 2 there, so I'm sure someone's going to point out and go, no, it's only 1. And I'm giving you a 2-shot penalty there, but that's on me. So if anyone knows the actual rule, let me know. Can't remember. Okay, happy with your line, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just suits your
Yeah.
shape quite nicely, this one,
Yeah,
doesn't it? Sort
if
of
I execute
right
the
side
shot,
and start
yeah.
to take off
Yeah,
that
yeah.
dogleg lil.
So I've
Brilliant.
got a 5 wood.
Yeah, same yardage.
Yeah, it's about the same too. You know, I
Perfect.
don't want to, like, obviously heard you say to Mark,
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to run out, and obviously not played here before. I don't know what's beyond.
Yeah, it's
beyond the
safe down
slope.
there, but it's just not the play. You've got to start to get too cute with it, and
Yeah.
you're hitting into like really narrow parts. So a 340, 350 hole is not worth
No,
trying to do. Playing
No.
to the big
yeah,
areas.
that's
Okay,
fine.
good stuff.
Okay.
Nice. Very good, that. Yeah, perfect. Well done.
Thank you.
Really good. Okay, no real hero shots available here, I'm
No,
afraid, mate.
no.
No capes in these trees. So, again, it would just give yourself a chance,
Yeah. Just to,
right, of hopefully a 4. But these sort of scenarios are just, now we are obviously, we're pretty much forced because nothing else going on, but let's look at taking the big numbers off the card here, right? Let's not try and make 4. 5 is actually a really good golf score from here, all right? But we're going to put ourselves in a position where we can hopefully get on the green, give ourselves a chance of 4, okay? So I just, a little chip through that gap,
Big
buddy,
gap
I think.
there.
Yeah, just chip it down there, give yourself a little wedge. Perfect. Flat face club, I like that, to keep the loft down. Just like a long chip shot. Down a bit.
oh, it's not gone too far, is it? Oh, I come out a bit hot. That
Yeah, just hung on, I think. Yeah, right idea. Just a touch.
too hard.
Touch too much, yeah. What club do you have?
I had an 8.
8.
I should have
Yeah.
probably played a wedge.
I think 8 was the right club
Yeah, just hit it a bit
because
too
the
hard.
height
Yeah.
just simply overhit it a touch. That's
Yeah.
all. But we've got a chance still.
Cool.
Right, so we've got 97 yards, yeah?
Correct. Yes.
So slightly downhill, balls slightly below our feet, okay? Tough green, this one, in terms of it literally slopes off the back of the green, right? Anything long of this pin is done, Okay. So a couple of things we're going to have to consider with this lie as well, and then what we then need to consider what's in front of us and how this is going to come out. Okay. So slightly below our feet, this is going to act as like a bit of a launch pad downward, right? So there's a couple of things that are going to happen straight away. The golf ball's going to launch lower.
Yeah.
It's arguably going to come out hotter. Okay. And then it's going to run out a little bit more. So where we land this, especially going downhill, is going to be important relative to whatever club we end up using. Okay. A couple of things I would do here is make sure your weight is much further forward. All right, to negate the slope. Okay. And then we're going to continue to keep the weight forward and swing more down the slope. But at 97 yards, and you said sort of pitch and wedge, a bit more comfortable here for you, right?
Yeah.
97 yards, we probably need to land this at like 85.
Okay.
Right, so almost in like the bottom of the hill here, and let it just feed up into the front area of that green.
Okay.
Because then again, anything landing anywhere near pin high is just going to shoot through, right?
Lovely.
So we don't actually necessarily need to hit this
No.
as far as kind of that number.
Yeah.
Use the contours, use the slopes to help you out here. Good, sit, I'm just going to land it about 10 short of the green, let it just run up there. Very good. Just take the bounce the other way. Yeah, good shot. Just a hair left, weren't it? Just a hair left. But that was the right idea, right? It's a much more risk-free shot than trying to hit more loft and fly it all the way there when your trouble is long. We've just got those slopes you can just
feed
knob
it down.
it down there, Right idea.
Yeah, just turn the club a bit.
Yeah.
That's all.
Woburn strikes again.
Yeah, I seem to like these trees, don't I?
Okay.
These woods.
It certainly, when you play these golf courses, it makes you tap into your creative side. And something I stress a lot to all golfers, anyone I coach, is that being able to hit your clubs different ways, different flights, be creative is so important, because you get yourself into these scenarios, and if you've only practiced hitting your clubs one way, it's really difficult to adapt. But so now we've got like you say, we're looking at what, 7-iron here probably underneath these trees, and we've only got a 50-60 yard shot.
50 yards to the front.
Right, so now we've got to tap into that side, right? Can we be creative? Can we figure out, okay, how am I going to play this 7-iron that sort of distance, right? So we're taking care of the loft issue in terms of being able to keep it underneath the branches, right? Do you ever play like chip and run to be 7-iron?
Yeah.
This is simply a chip and run shot, mate. Think of it like that. Okay, this only needs to land
probably just before
30 to 40 yards, just over this sort of drier patch, and let it then again just feed into that front area. Use the slopes available to you here. So you're just setting up like a chip and run. Run it in there.
I've got a tree there that's probably my line as well.
Yeah, like just behind the pin, I think. I like that.
Cool. Okay.
Little chip and run. Nice. Go on then. It's on a good line. Sit down.
Sit down.
Yeah, well judged.
Not bad, is it?
Really good, mate. You tell it all day long. Well judged. You've done a great job there.
Cool.
It's good stuff. What are we seeing?
So obviously through the fringe, slightly uphill.
Yep.
I'm seeing it from left to right.
Yep.
Probably about a foot out from the left.
I think we'll go a little bit more towards the end. Again, you've got a bit of a slope that's going to kick it there.
Okay.
2-3 feet.
Okay. There's like a mark just in front of me, so probably about 12 foot in front. So if I go over that, might get a good start line.
Cool. Good effort.
So I'm seeing it pretty much, there's a little mark here that I'm going to go over, a little pitch mark. Quite straight.
How much break are you giving it?
Not a lot actually. I mean, I'd probably say, see where you're right, the inside of your, maybe a little bit further. Yeah, probably around about there. It's not too much.
Yeah, I'd agree.
It's not too much.
More the speed down the hill.
Yeah.
Started a bit straight, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speed was okay.
Yeah, good speed. Well done. But all you're really trying to do from there is get the speed right to give yourself a chance of a little tap in, just like that. Ooh, brave on that one. You had to be brave there down that hill. It's a tough one.
I know.
Well done, tidied up. Right, the iconic third here on the Dukes. 122 yards, plays 10 yards downhill, so we're looking at about 112, okay, shot here. Pins at the back, green slopes heavily, front to back, okay. What clubs have you guys both got here?
I've got a 9.
I'm going to go for a pitchy wedge.
Okay, are we looking at both of those being relatively fullish
Yeah,
shots?
yeah. Try and control it as much as I can.
Yeah, okay. So, a shot I really like for sort of shots like this, and I think it's one that everyone can kind of put into their arsenal a bit more, is going up a club or so and then hitting it a little bit softer. Okay, so it brings a spin down, okay, brings a launch down, brings a spin down. So on greens like this, when it's sloping heavily back to front, you're not going to get a huge spin off. Yeah, that makes sense. Harder you hit something, the more it spins. So especially with wedges and shorter irons, when we're trying to control the spin on the golf ball, control the flight, I'd always go like up a couple of clubs or a club and then hit it a bit softer, and it will just take the spin out naturally for you, okay? And again, at this number with that pin, much easier to try and control a flight going in than it is trying to hit something hard to a back pin, because if we're just a few yards long.
Swap over then.
Yeah, have a little try. Why don't you guys just try it, right? It's not about getting it right.
It's
It's not about getting it perfect. This is looking at something a little bit different, okay? How can we add something into your game? But all you guys at home, I'd advise practicing this so much. It's such a key skill, being able to hit your clubs different distances, helps with winds, helps with strike, again, slopes, all these sort of things. Because we've got those yardages to fill in between our clubs, right? Not every single yardage we're going to get on the golf course is going to be the stock yardage. Yeah, nice. Really good. You shot that.
I'll leave the tee if you want.
Yeah, you just got to trust your number. Come down just a hair. Come on. Oh, how good's that?
Shot.
How good is that? Love that. That was nice and easy though, right?
It was, yeah.
And you can see how much I still wanted to try and spin back, can you?
Yeah, I think if I'd taken the pitchy wedge, you would have just ripped all the way back.
Middle of the green, all the way back. Love that, mate. That was great.
Well done, Mark.
Give this about 25 foot more than you think. Where do you see this?
Well, I'm going to aim at the camera.
Which is just about at me, yeah?
Yep.
Right. So, double it.
Okay. Wow.
That ball, I think, needs to start. This is brutal, by the way. This
Okay.
is such a tough putt. That leaf here,
Yep.
it's outside that.
Outside the leaf.
Yeah, outside
Right,
the leaf.
okay.
This is such a tough putt because no matter what you do here, you're going to be left with a pretty tough one again next. Just needs hitting. Go on. Go on. Good effort. Just a hair short on the,
Yeah,
on
it
the
was,
speed.
wasn't
It
it?
was good effort. Carry on, lads. Go on. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Left to right. I've got a mark on the bush over there that I
Cool.
think it's a little bit uphill.
Correct.
So
Yeah, if you're happy, just commit to your line,
little
bud.
positive putt.
Agreed. Go on.
I think I had the line.
You did, mate.
Just
Well
did.
done. Oh, good. Tough to be aggressive on such a slopey green, right?
Yeah.
You want to be committed to your birdie putts, but
Yeah.
it's so that just
Par's not bad.
yeah, right. Well done.
Yeah, good
Hell of a
two-putt.
putt that, because that was a good 6-inch swing. That. Well done. Nice, nice 2 putts, boys. Well done. Okay, 366, par 4. All right. Dogleg, sharp left. So we're just trying to get this far enough up and also potentially right enough to just get round the dogleg, right? Or so past the dogleg. Don't you start to chase it around it. You got a good 250 to 260 before that fairway runs out, so still quite a bit up that side. So you can still be relatively aggressive with that tee shot up the right hand side. Right is a good miss on this this hole as well because of the way the hole is obviously shaped here. Okay, so nothing too much in terms of trouble that you can't see or anything like that, but those sort of Christmas trees up on the right hand side is a really good line here, right?
Okay.
Okay. Lovely swing, mate. Yeah, very good. So notice the is that 3-wood or 5-wood?
3-wood.
3-wood. Why not driver there? Out of curiosity.
Just because of the trouble on the right. I'm just worried that if I did take it right, I'd be in more trouble. So I tried to play the 3-wood for safety.
Okay, but I'd look at the hole shape there though, right? Because actually, the right-hand side is the miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think so. There's a little bit of a theme happening here of like trying to be. I think there is a line here trying to be too safe.
Okay.
Right, and I see it a lot. I do think that's a thing. People trying to play too safe, not being brave enough and committing to certain lines. And again, accepting that you're going to miss some shots here and there, right?
Yeah.
If it doesn't pay off, it doesn't quite pay off.
Yeah.
But look at the hole there where you can hit it and going, okay, actually, right-hand side up there with driver, because you had a good 260 still, as we saw on the tee, to get to those trees.
Yes.
So even if you do block it out to the right a little bit, it's okay. It's a different scenario if the hole looks a bit different, okay? So definitely for you, I'd want to see you be a little bit braver on some of your decision makings.
No worries.
All right.
That's fine.
Okay, mate, what we got here?
We've got 207, but we've got to go over a tree here. So I don't think I can get the height to get over there or the distance. So I think the clever thing is to go towards maybe the right of the bunker here.
Yep.
And maybe hit like a wedge.
I agree. Yeah, I think with the length of the hole, and unfortunately if you're struggling with driver a little bit at the moment, some of these holes you can almost have to play a little bit as like a 3-shotter.
Yeah.
And then we can look at driver, building that that confidence with that. But for sure, I'd be just looking at playing this as a bit of a 3-shotter now with the angle we've got.
Yep.
Because 207 over a dogleg is just not the right answer,
right?
Yeah, no, nice wedge up there, mate. Give yourself a chance.
Oh, it's gone low.
Yeah, that's fine. Miss it, mate. But again, comes back to that one of like just the right decision. You get away with more.
Yeah. I mean, if I'd have gone with my hybrid there, probably would have got that into the tree.
You stuffed, yeah.
So
it's fine, mate.
A good bad shot.
Correct. Oh, harsh. Okay, 73 pin, 2-tier green, pins at the back.
Yep.
Okay. Got 2 options, obviously. Trying to fly it all the way back there, which is difficult on quite a narrow surface. But we've got quite a bit of green in front of us here, right? I'd be inclined here to play something a little bit lower, like wedge 9-iron. It's going to land around 60 yards front of the green, and then have some momentum to get up the slope, okay? Unless you are really confident on that carry yardage of sort of 70 to 75 yards.
I like the second option with the 9.
Perfect. I think if you're really good at those distances on 2-tier greens, then it's absolutely fine. But I always like the idea, if you can, getting that ball with a bit of momentum going up there. It's a much easier shot, I feel, and we can start to get it up that second tier, right? So we're looking at wedge 9-iron, because we need something that's going to have some forward momentum.
I reckon 9, because it probably come off the face a little bit more powerful.
I like that. So we're just looking at landing on the front portion, mate, right? Front of the green, let the rest do the work. Again, it just turns into like a longer pitch shot or chip shot, that's it. Just think about where you're trying to land it, front of the green being the key, okay?
So I've got 70 to the front, okay.
Go on. Go on. Hold. I'll tell you what, go and run and put a marker on that now. That's just about held.
Yeah.
Nice, really like that, mate. Obviously you flew it like a hair further than what you expected. So that's why it's just stunned into the slope. I think if that landed short, I think it actually would have kicked on and rolled. But good shot. That's a really good golf shot. Really like that.
Cool.
Right, could be one of the hardest shots in golf, right? Yep. What club you got? 56, okay, good. Slight up slope, just going to launch it a little bit higher. So speed is going to be a thing here to make sure we commit to this. Look, tough shot, right? So I think the only thing you can do here is really commit to the shot, try and make a good committed swing on this, right? If we get it onto this front portion, it's not going to be the end of the world, but do our best to try and get it on that back tier, right? But just get yourself set. Look like it's a little up slope, so just make sure you're going to continue to swing up the slope on this. It's going to launch a bit higher, so you might need a little bit more speed than you think, all right? Yeah, I wouldn't open it too much here because we've got some loft with so I'd play it pretty normal with the face. We don't need any more loft. Oh. Just a little clean. Off the tree. Little clean. A little ball first, that, weren't it? Yeah, look. Tough shot, right? Tough shot. Always a risk of playing those shots. And it's one of those things, we had a little chat back down the fairway. Sometimes you just have to try and commit to the shot. And if it doesn't quite pay off, it doesn't quite pay off. It's just one of those. But we learn from that and go, okay, just a little bit ball first. We just got to make sure we get a bit of splash, if you like, through that sand next time. But you got to stand there and commit to those sometimes. That ball is clinging on, isn't it?
Yeah, he's literally, I'm trying to don't want to waste too much time. I think it looks like it might go a little bit right to left from where I am here. I mean, it's pretty straight, but...
Yeah, I don't think you can do
I mean, I've got a mark just here, about 2 foot in front of my ball that I'm going to try and go over.
Okay. Oof. Good try, mate. Well done. Good, positive putt.
Yep, got it past the hole.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so let's get on to the back nine. Hole 14, par 5. And yeah, I like this. Braver.
Yep. Driver,
right? So it's pretty straightforward in terms of tee shot in front of us. Got the bunk on the right-hand side, but plenty of room
left
side of that, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, let's see if we can start to get you being brave off the tee. More from a, start to get used to hitting driver in these scenarios, right? Because we don't want to be handicapping ourselves completely. There's going to be some days where you're not hitting driver well and you just need to get it around that day.
Yeah.
But certainly try and get in the habit of hitting it more, hitting it more.
Yeah.
And obviously any work outside of that needs doing on a range or whatever can be done. But just keep trying to get it in scenarios, all right, and hit it more. So nice, commit to your line, committed swing.
Yep. Okay.
Just hold on. Yeah, okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so we've gone driver as well, yeah?
Yeah. Par 5.
Like it.
Try and get a bit of distance down there. Make it a bit
it's too much, right? It's a long par 5, it's just 3-shotter anyway.
Yeah.
But it'd be the same idea, right? Just trying to do more of getting used to hitting driver more, right? Play safe, play the short clubs when you need to, but
yeah.
Let's get it in play.
Okay, right.
Yeah, just hold your head. Come on. Okay, so left half.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Okay. Not bad, mate. So it held on, didn't it? It's all right.
Yeah, got a lucky bounce.
Yeah.
But,
and it's the thing. I think people scare themselves into driver, right? I say the same to Kev, I say the same to you, and same to everyone else, right? The average fairway is roughly 30 yards wide. So when you're practicing, you can quite easily just make a fairway or put a constraint into your practice with driver, so you can start to then practice hitting into a 30-yard gap.
Right.
If you can stand there on the range and you've got that 30-yard gap and you're pumping driver down there more often than not, no matter what shot shape, even so, as long as it's a consistent shot shape would be the ideal thing, I think, my bias with driver, then it gives yourself a little more confidence on the golf course. So, something in practice and something everyone else can do in practice as well would be set themselves like a 30-yard fairway, learn to hit one consistent shot shape into that 30-yard fairway, and you do that more often than not, you start to build some confidence, and when you're out on the golf course, know that, okay, well actually I've just done it load in practice, I can just hit that same shot shape into that fairway, no matter how tight the hole appears, right? Yeah?
Cool.
Okay, we'll go then, dude. Just laying up short of those bunkers, yeah?
Yeah, I don't think this is going to get there.
No, perfect. That's what you'd be doing there, just factoring in that, make sure it doesn't get there. Trying the long through. We'll find it again. What's that bunker though? I think
that bunker,
when you're looking at that, I think we've got to make sure that
is 166.
Okay, so you've got to take a club that's going to be guaranteed short of it or guaranteed to fly over it.
Yeah, I reckon I can get this. If I keep this out to the right, I should be well over that.
Okay, fine. Yep, got away with it. A little nudge from a squirrel. Hey, better lucky than good sometimes, honestly.
It is, yeah.
That's my saying.
Yeah, just a bit rushed on the swing there. I think I'm not swinging very smoothly. Where's that gone?
125, say, yeah?
Yeah, 125. I think, like you said earlier, just to take a bit of spin off it, I might hit a 9-9.
Yeah, I like that. It's a little bit into wind as well, so I think it's going to help. It's exactly what that shot is designed to.
Yeah, I don't want it going.
Yeah.
And then stalling.
So the lie's good, although it's like bare, it's good, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing to worry us there. Just good contact's going to be fine. Right?
Yeah.
I think these lies scare people way too much. Good ball first contact, you have nothing to fear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sit down. Okay. We'll go again from there. You just said something, off camera there.
Yeah.
Feel that this, when you're sort of playing on the golf course now, when you're out and about, this might be something that might start to derail you a little bit. You start to see a few shots go wayward.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Where do you start to go? What starts to happen when that happens for you?
I feel like my head just goes, like I just kind of, a little bit of rage, and I think everyone's probably felt that.
Yeah.
When they're on the golf course, like hit a shot there, I pulled it left.
Yeah.
A pretty straightforward shot, and then I'm starting to think, well, I've got to try and chase it.
Yeah.
Everything starts to get a little bit tight, get a bit rigid. I don't hit another good shot. It amplifies until the point where you just go, oh, I don't want to play anymore. Or
get it. Yeah, totally get it. Been there myself many times.
Yep.
Right. Experienced it. See it all the time. And the thing that really helped me with that side of things was I'm more interested in how quickly players can come out of it.
Yeah.
Rather than never going into it, right? Because hitting a few bad golf shots, like relative to anyone's standard, you're going to start to get, like say, frustrated, angry, and then that carries into the next one, right? It's like next one. There's two things to this. I think too many players walk around with almost like an invincibility cloak on, thinking that they should never hit bad golf shots, right? And they hit one, and then all of a sudden the wheels completely fall off because they don't know what to do, all right? Hitting bad golf shots is not the problem. It's not the bad shots that are going to give you bad golf scores either, really. It's the combination, the compounding of them, right? Yeah. So all I'd be saying to yourself there when you're walking up the fairway, like it's usually accepting that, okay, yes, hit a bad golf shot. It's not what I wanted to see. It's not what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
But I'd be more interested in how quickly can you reset and focus on the task at hand
rebound
next.
from the shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go there, it's fine. Get pissed off, get angry, be annoyed with yourself, not a problem, right? Don't try and stop that. I think people talk too much about like trying to be calm or right, I'm just going to try and be calm rather than upset or anything. I don't think you can do that. But you can quickly start to manage that scenario and go, right, let's come back. Come back here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when you start to feel that, you start to get a bit wound up. Just, that's all cool. Just remind yourself, right, okay, I've got a job to do next. Let's just, how quickly can I reset?
Sort of bounce back from it. Okay,
yeah, cool. And just something for everyone that can take out of that is that, yeah, don't worry, you're going to hit bad golf shots. Everyone's going to relative to their standard. I'm more interested in how quickly players can bounce back rather than never go into that point of being upset and disappointed with the shots. That's it. So we're just going to refocus now, right? We're just going to, what's the task at hand? Albeit a tricky one with a slope, but I like what you've done there. We've got a bit of loft now. The main focus here is just getting this on that bottom tier. Yeah. Okay. Being able to pop that up somewhere on the top there, and then let that just feed into the bottom tier somewhere. Okay. Anywhere, anywhere on that bottom tier is going to be a good shot to give yourself a chance of a putt. Okay.
Cool.
So focus, reset. Let's see if we can regather ourselves here. Flag.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad out of that line. There's a bit of a hole there.
Just overhit it again, but that's all. Just overhit it a little bit. A little bit overhit, but not bad.
Too much.
Yeah, not bad. Rejoined you on the green. You're just kind of cruising up the right hand side down that hole, aren't you? So nothing to really go on there. Okay,
that's
so
it.
let's.
Cool.
Yeah, do you want me to put something behind that? Up behind the hole? Should I put a little barricade behind that?
I think you might need to.
Might need something, mightn't it?
Might definitely, yeah. This isn't need to be hit very hard at all.
No.
Just get it on that slope and let the rest do the work.
Yeah.
It's getting the line is the important bit.
Yeah, it's obviously going to kick it quite quickly in that way. Trying to let it. I think you're trying to get this to kind of feed in from this area here.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, but like you said, you just got to get it going on this, and everything else is just going to do the work for you. Settle. Yeah, super tough, man. Tough. Nothing else to say about that.
No.
Tough.
You don't feel like you can hit it any softer.
No, that's it, isn't it?
So obviously bunkers I hate, be it fairway or greenside, in particular this one because I'm very short-sided.
Yep.
I don't know. I wouldn't know what club to go with because I don't know if I'd go with a 55 in my case or my 60.
Okay.
So shall I get both of them and we'll bring them down?
Yeah, grab your 60. Let's have a look.
Because obviously there's a bit more loft, but I also like just setting up for the shot. Where I need to put more weight or that kind of stuff. And they're not. They're just.
Yeah. So I like the 60 idea here. I think you've got it's just quite a nice chunky sole on the bottom of it, so there's a lot of bounce to help us out if you like, right? So we can utilise this a little bit in the sand. I think it's going to help for someone like yourself who struggles with bunkers. It's going to help having this there, right? So just talk to me a little bit about what goes on in the bunkers then. What do you get?
It's a mishmash of what I've seen online, what friends have taught me, what I've tried to work out myself, and I can play. Sometimes I play good ones. Sometimes it's either a thin into there, a thin over there, or a chunk where it kind of just fly onto the fringe. Like I'll probably say 1 in 15 shots I'm playing a really good bunker shot. The rest of them are just.
So by the sounds of that, and correct me if I'm wrong, sounds like you are hitting the sand way too early.
Yeah, definitely. I'm taking almost like a foot-sized divot.
Right. Okay.
And I go really steep as well.
Okay. So we're talking at low point, right? And this would be something I see a lot as well, actually, right? I don't see many players struggling bunkers from hitting too far ahead of the ball. I only ever see it too far behind. Okay. So we're going to look at your setup, what you're doing in setup. Okay. And then really, obviously, that definitely sounds like low point. The thin, the heavy, the chunk are all the same. Okay. Low point in the sand too early, all right? So we've got to shift that a little bit further forward for you. Okay. So let's look at your setup and let's see what's going on.
I'd probably go somewhere like that, but again, I don't know if that's right or wrong.
Yeah, no, fine. So I think ball's a little bit too far forward, right? Okay. So I'd narrow the stance up a little bit here, right? I don't think it needs to be that wide. It's going to help encourage a little bit of a steeper attack, right? Set yourself up. I'd also get a little bit closer to the golf ball, bud. I think you're a long, long way away from it. Good. Give yourself a bit of space with the arms, though. There we go.
So kind of come back a bit. Okay.
Yeah, so you can get those arms a bit out. Good. Right. Drive your weight much more over the left side. Okay. Good. So you've got much more of your pressure on the lead foot. Okay.
Do you need to open the club face a bit? Or?
You can give it a little bit, but I don't think we need to do drastic amounts here. Okay. So, yep. Just get the club behind the golf ball for me. Let's make sure you've got a bit of shaft lean in here so everything's a bit more forward, okay? Yep. Again, so I want you so much more further forward, you can see that, right? Okay. So everything's way too far on your right foot. That's why you're hitting sand here.
Okay, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Right, so all I want you to do on this one, mate, right, we are going to focus on hitting. I'm going to draw a little line in here just for the sake of practice.
Yep.
That's about an inch or so in front of the sand, right? I want you to just splash that line, okay? So you're going to attempt to actually hit that line that's in front of the golf ball, so rather than behind it.
Down, and I'm sort of trying to do that almost.
Ball first.
Ball first, obviously,
right.
Yeah.
Or certainly it will feel like it's going to be closer to ball, okay?
Cool. In terms of distance, am I going like all the way back, or is it just a feel? Is it just a feel
relative
thing?
to how hard you want to hit it, right? I don't think you need to do as much as you think you need to do here,
yeah.
Because we're a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
But we're not focusing too much on the distance. I always want to give you an idea of how to get a much better strike.
So
okay.
Really far over.
Far forward. I think you need to get a little bit closer as well to the golf ball, bud. That's it. And then I'd have the shaft a little bit more upright. Good. That's it.
And then just swing at them two lines.
Try and hit that line a little bit ahead of the golf ball. Keep your weight left, okay?
Okay.
How good was that?
I mean, that's probably, I know it's gone, but it
wasn't worried about that.
But yeah.
Good contact.
It was.
Balls come out really easy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think there was just a misconception there of where you're trying to hit the sand, right?
Yeah.
And there is an epidemic in golf of golfers hitting too far behind the golf ball, right? Simple as that. Strike is off. People don't know how to get the low point far enough forward. Causes all sorts of missed shots. And this would be the same in short game and in bunkers, right? If you can learn to shift that low point a little bit closer to the golf ball, get a little bit closer to ball first, even in the bunkers, right? You're going to get more consistency in your strike, and then you can manage your distance. So in bunkers, typically people are trying to hit 2-3 inches behind the golf ball, but they already hit 2-3 inches behind the golf ball in general.
Yeah. So
now we're hitting 6 inches behind the golf ball, right, in a surface that doesn't allow for that.
Yeah.
All right. So I like that drill idea there for you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're moving the low point and focus forward, gets your pressure much more forward. You're able to get closer to ball first, and then you can. First task is getting them out, right?
Yeah.
Get them out for you, get a consistent strike,
yeah.
And then we can work on the speed and stuff after.
So just a quick question, if I was to go back to my home club and go into a bunker, would a drill maybe be to draw a line and try and enter the club?
Perfect. I will demonstrate that now for you actually very quickly. It's a very good point. So I would draw a line. I wouldn't even use golf balls necessarily to start with. Okay. Set yourself up. Your task is to make swings, hitting line, then sand, okay?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of mist of sand, but line, then sands. Line, then sand, okay?
Right,
what you might start to do initially is you might start to hit here.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you know, okay, well, I've got to get things more further
forward.
Yep.
Okay.
I've got to get line, then sands.
Perfect.
All right?
Okay.
I'd keep doing that, and then I'd put a ball down, and then I'd try and do the same with the golf ball, all right? The only thing you've got to monitor is your divot depth.
Yeah.
Make sure it's a relatively shallow depth and not something that's driving
too deep.
Too deep, correct. So you're just going to feel like you're splashing across the surface, yeah?
Cool.
Nice, mate. That was brilliant.
Cheers. Yeah, so this line, obviously I've hit a couple of putts already, and I think I've been either under-reading or over-reading. Could you give us a bit of a, how would you read this putt? What sort of would you be looking at?
So I think first question is going to be, are you under-reading through speed or under-reading through line? Okay, there's probably a question there. From what we've seen, a hair short, I'd say, today on some of them, haven't they? The ones you've actually read well that have been good on speed. So there is a little bit of a caveat there. You've got to kind of
get the ball to the hole.
Is it speed or is it, yeah, speed I think has always got to be the first focus. But again, look at your patterns. I think if you feel like you're always someone that under-reads putts or everything misses low, don't be afraid of giving it some more. Yeah, and just think, okay, well, I'm obviously just under-reading things and just experiment, seeing if you can start to send things further out. But for example, this one, it actually has got quite a bit of slope, this one. So I see this. I think this almost needs to come in this side of that mud mark.
Yeah.
And then almost at this white, as long as that doesn't blow away in a minute.
Yeah.
That there.
And then sort of distance-wise, am I sort of aiming to get it towards maybe you and let it come in?
Yeah, this bit's a little bit quicker.
Okay, right, so let's go for that then. So I'm sort of out towards you.
Try and feel the total distance of the putt though.
Okay.
Go.
So that would be me obviously not putting enough juice on the putt.
So that's speed, yeah, that's not a bad read. That's a good, good read. It's just started to die under the hole simply because of the speed, that's all.
Because of the speed.
All right, but not a bad putt.
Okay, just...
Solid. Well done, mate. Good. Brilliant. Well done, guys. Thanks for your time today. Really appreciate that. Hopefully there's some things that you guys have picked out there ready for take into your own games going forward. Just some things to think about, different lies and scenarios that we've come across today. Obviously great to go over your fear of bunkers at the end there as well, right? That was a nice little little add-on there. So some things for you to take into going forward into your golf and think about differently. Like I said, lies and different scenarios that will help you ultimately lower your scores instantly. It's not always about hitting better golf shots. It's looking at how you can approach things slightly differently.
Yeah.
Okay. And guys at home, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully there's some things there also resonated with you. Any questions on that? If you've got any course management questions, shot selection questions, please comment below, fire them at me. Happy to answer those. If you like what you saw today, I want to see more of this sort of stuff, then please let me know. And always super grateful for anyone that wants to subscribe to the channel. It helps me create more content to help you lower your scores.